Those of you who don't care much about the screen size and aren't looking to buy a phone because it can't fit into a pocket and it's more difficult to carry, might be interested in a phone under 5 inches. And here are 3 devices that reached on our list of favorites. The LG G3S is the biggest phone from this battle, looking a lot like the LG G3, but with a plastic removable cover that doesn't imitate brushed aluminum. Instead, its available colors are metallic black, silk white and shine gold. On its back, below the camera, are the power and volume buttons, and despite of its dimensions 137.769.610.3 mm, the device is lighter than many of the smaller phones. The G3S weighs only 134 grams. The Xperia Z3 Compact replicates the aluminum and glass build from the Xperia Z3, has rubberized sides, a flat back and a more rectangular body than the other 2 phones. Its dimensions are 127.364.98.6 mm and it's 5 grams lighter than the G3S. The One Mini 2 is the miniature variant of the 1 m 8, featuring an aluminum build with 2 thin strips on the back, whose purpose is to hide the radio antennas. The device has almost the same height as the G3S, but it's thicker at 10.6 mm and weighs 137 grams. The One Mini 2 has the smallest display, which is LCD and measures 4.5 inches, but it has the highest pixel density, 326 ppi. Then, the Z3 Compact comes next with a 4.6 inches IPS LCD, whose pixel density reaches 319 ppi, and the G3S has a 5 inches IPS LCD with 294 ppi. The screen resolution is the same on all 3 devices, 720 to 80 pixels. Sony uses triluminous technology, which manages to replicate colors better than the other 2 phones. The One Mini 2 and the G3S have the same internal specifications, both being powered by a quad-core 1.2 GHz Cortex-A7 processor on a Qualcomm MSM 8926 Snapdragon 400 chipset, and they both use Adreno 305 graphics and 1 GB of RAM. From this point of view, they offer an identical performance. Also, both phones have expandable storage, but of different capacities. The One Mini 2 comes with 16 GB of internal memory, which can go up to 128 GB, while the G3S has 8 GB of storage, increasable up to 32 GB. The Z3 Compact beats its opponents with its newer and faster Qualcomm MSM 8974 AC Snapdragon 801 quad-core 2.5 GHz Cryte 400 processor, which couples with an Adreno 330 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. Likewise, the HTC handset, it comes with 16 GB of storage, expandable up to the same capacity. The One Mini 2 and the G3S came with the same Android version, v4.4.2 KitKat, while the Z3 Compact runs on v4.4.4 KitKat 4 now. Soon, the Sony and the HTC devices will be upgraded to v5.0 Lollipop. In descending order of number of pixels, the winner with the best camera is the Z3 Compact, which features the 20.7MP shooter on the back, which features Sony G lens with a 1/2.3x mirrorless image sensor, LED, flash, autofocus, HDR and other options. Next comes the HTC One Mini 2 with a 13MP back camera with a 1/3 sensor size, 1.12 megapixel size, HDR etc. And the G3S lags behind with its 8MP primary camera, which, fortunately, has laser autofocus. In terms of battery capacity, the Xperia Z3 Compact wins again with its 2600 mAh unit, but because it has a more powerful processor, it seems that the battery drains faster. So, on this phone you'll talk 14 hours, with 1 hour less than on the G3S, which has a 2540 mAh battery. The One Mini 2 has the biggest battery, 2110 mAh, but it allows you to talk 16 hours,